Welcome everyone to your intro video for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. This will be, I'm not going to do all 12 signs like this, like I usually do a recorded video, but it will be an audio tarot upload, and each sign will have their own. But for all of you, there will be access to the audio tarot or recorded videos as private readings, but the phone call option is still not an option just yet. It might open up soon, but not just yet. For the week, here you go. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the best, and have a good one. Welcome, Gemini, to your love reading for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. Now, your emotions this week, as you go throughout the week, we have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's a sacrifice that I feel like you'll be making, and the sacrifice is the need to hold on, all right, so much to that person that you want to be around. Now, two things: a sacrifice of releasing someone that you may have been entangled with in the past, because you do have released your ex. The time has come to clear your energy for a lot of you. I feel the Ace of Cups is the energy of two things. You may be in love, you may feel this way, you still have lingering feelings with somebody that you have had a child with. For some of you out there, that could be the next partner. But right now, and I feel like some of you might be either working with that person. That's the third time I said that too, from Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Working with somebody that you might be into, but there are new opportunities, emotional growth, happiness, joy that you might be experiencing this week. But I also feel that for a lot of you, this message is important because you need to be careful with involving yourself with somebody who comes around or comes back around with an apology, and you accept it so quickly. Doesn't mean that you don't have to accept it, but so quickly, and you dive right back into the connection in a physical way, being intimate with that person. And that's what I get a sense of here when I see these combinations. Now, you have your earth sign, then you have a fire sign that shows up, and this is the energy of somebody. I can see it clear as day here. Almost them saying, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to do that, let's try to work things out. And then you want to get close up, and they kind of back up a little bit, but then you try to push up more, and then they let you in. But it's not authentic. It's not something that's truly genuine, and you have to be careful with that, because I almost see the emotions risen for you, your physical desire getting strong, but that person kind of iffy when it comes to communication and not saying all that much. So be careful about that, especially if it's an ex-partner. For a lot of you, in a good way, the person, a newer person that you might be focused on and trying to get closer to. For some, I feel like they are working through some things, some changes on their end, but they have a fear of making these changes, and I feel like it's part of them trying to find some honesty within themselves about being with one person, being steady, being true, and trying to dedicate their life to themselves, and then being able to dedicate it to you as being a partner that's reliable when it comes to the King of Wands energy. Now, there's two fire signs showing up, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It just depends, but I feel like being focused as you disassociate with that person at times, and not really get so close to them, and making sure what they might be up to, because I feel like with the moon in reverse, that's the energy of something becoming clearer to you this week, as, hey, yes, somebody might be into you, you might be into someone else, but that person has some changes to make. The Emperor is in reverse. That's the Aries for some. They might be someone who is coming through like somebody that's a bit bossy, or they might control you at times because you are really into them. You might really be in love with them, and even if they make mistakes or they do things that it's not really a mistake, because if you do it over and over again, it's not really that way. So you have to be careful about that, so that person can learn through lessons and turn around into an empowered Emperor, somebody who is trying to lead by example. That's what the King of Wands energy is doing. And that's the obstacle, so it's missing there. So then we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Through your dream, or through just kind of receiving some kind of information, you'll see that that person might be kind of, this is for some though, spying on you, watching you from a distance, but they also might be getting messages or talking to other people, and that's the reason them not coming forward completely right now. And I feel like there's an issue. For some, this will be your energy. For others, it's another person that's showing up. There's a hard time letting go of the past and holding on to it. And that's what's the obstacles of you coming together with that person. Six of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Hierophant. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, who can be very deceptive, very sexually oriented. They really want to get close to you sexually, male or female, it just depends, but is right next to the Devil that's showing up. Issues with the home environment, not really sure if they want to commit or stay in a marriage. You know, being tied down might be something that's very scary for them, so they constantly look for new starts, but they don't finish, they don't follow through. So it's almost like, hey, let's start it up and hold up, let's back up, because they make a mistake, or they constantly do things that aggravates you in the energy of the potential love relationship. So that could be an issue for some of you. But I feel like the card of wedding, the situation involves marriage, literally, for a lot of you. But I feel like this is for some of you, where the Ace of Cups is showing up and the Page of Pentacles. These are energies of potential growth between you and someone else, which could lead to marriage or some kind of commitment. But it takes the change of that other person, and it takes the change of, for a lot of you, of not opening up so quickly to the person just because an apology does come through, or they, you know, on the surface they make some changes. You have to see these through your evidence as time moves on. So what I want you to do is, throughout the week, as you embrace the feelings that you have, you look at it realistically as well, using your mind and your intellect and being logical about everything, because you do have a Pentacle showing up, which is a bit more grounded, and listening to your heart and how it feels, but also listening to the things that comes through in your mind and your dreams, and seeing how you want to navigate the situation with this person. I feel like right now they might be a bit unstable and not really sure what they want to do. So as you get close and they kind of back up, take that as a sign that they're not ready. And if you jump into it again, the situation, if you were disappointed with whatever, something sexually that could have happened, anything like that, these things could come around again to harm you. So just be aware about that, okay, as you go throughout the week. So do go through your process of release. For those of you who are going through some kind of release, I'll never tell people to leave your ex-partner, but when these cards are coming out like that, a lot of you know who that person is. If you tried and tried again, if it's not working out, be realistic about it and be honest with yourself, so that the other person can in time be honest with you as well. So much love to you, much light. I wish you the very best, and thanks so much for coming my way, and do enjoy. And you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. So have a good one.